viewers, welcome to another edition of Weekly Outlook on HDA Forex Empire. Guys, in this video, we'll be analyzing the Forex market and see what is likely to happen in the coming week. But before we dive into the chart, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with every video and educational content I drop. See you in the chart. Starting with the dollar index, we can see that this pair is bearish. We can see that the dollar index is bearish. We can see the market forming series of lower lows and lower highs, and this is it. This is what we have. You can see this lower high here, and it formed a lower low here. Then it's likely to form a lower high here or anywhere. Then a downward continuation. I'll be bullish on the dollar index if it breaks this key zone here. So I want to see price breaking this zone here, then I'll decide to say this pair is bullish. But let's move down to a lower time frame and see. But on the daily time frame also, we can have some key levels. On the daily time frame, we can have this key level here. We can have this beautiful key level here, and also have another key level here also. Also have another key level here. So moving down to the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4 hours time frame, moving down to this time frame, like I said, I'm bearish on the dollar index. I'm bearish on the dollar index. So I want to see price drop from this key zone here. I want to see price drop from this key zone here. But in case price continues upwards like this, I want to see price retest this zone here. I want to see price retest this zone here, then continue upward to this zone here. Then we see a downward continuation on the dollar index. But we also have another key zone here, a zone of interest here also. We also have a zone of interest here, also here at this very point here. So we have this zone of interest here. So like I said, you can see from my arrow, the pattern has been drawn. So we can see something like this here. In case price fails to continue downward like this and price decides to continue upward here, we can see something like this here, then like this. Then we see the downward continuation. So we need to study price carefully at this key zone here. This particular key zone here, we need to study price carefully very there. So this is my simple analysis on the dollar index. Next pair is the euro and the US dollar. So on this pair, we can see that price is bullish on this pair, and we have this beautiful trend line here also. So now identifying our key levels, we have this key level here. We have our first key level here on this pair, and we also have another key level here. We also have another key level here. We also have another key level here. So now moving down to the 4-hour time frame. Moving down to the 4-hour time frame, let's see what we have there also. So on the 4-hour time frame, we can see this happening. We can see that we have these key levels here also. We have these key levels here also on the 4-hour time frame, and we have another key level here also. We have another key level here. We have another key level here also. So now, like I said, EURUSD is bullish, so meaning that I'll be looking for buying opportunities in the market. So for buying opportunities, I'll be looking at this zone here. I want to see price move down to this area here. So let me take my triangle and draw the area beautifully. So we have this zone here. We have this beautiful zone here. So now I want to see price drop into this zone here. I want to see price drop into this zone here. Then we see the upward continuation, or it's likely that price can decide to drop down. Price can drop down and break this trend line here. So if price breaks this trend line here, we'll wait for a retest to this zone here. Then we see the downward continuation up to this point here. Then we look for buying confirmed candles at this key zone here. Then we buy EURUSD. So this is my simple analysis on EURUSD. Pair we'll be looking at is GBP/USD, and we can see that GBP/USD is also bullish. So we'll be looking for buying signals on GBP/USD. So now on this pair, we have this key zone here. We have this key zone here, and we also have another key zone here. We also have another beautiful key zone here on GBP/USD. So let's move down to the 4-hour time frame. So moving down to the 4-hour time frame also, we can see that we have another key zone here. We have another key zone here. So now this is very simple. So this is what we'll be waiting for. Like I said, we are bullish. We are bullish on GBP/USD. So we wait for price to drop down to this key zone here. Then we see the upward continuation, or we can wait for price to drop down to this key zone here. To this key zone here, then we see the upward continuation. Anything can also happen in the market, or it's likely that price can just continue upward from here. So when price continues upward and breaks this key zone here, we wait for a retest to this zone here, then we see the upward continuation here. So this is my simple analysis, my buy setups on GBP/USD. So guys, our next pair we'll also be looking at is GBP/AUD. So now on this pair, we can see that price is bearish, and we have this trend line here also. We have this trend line here, and we also have another trend line here on GBP/AUD. We also have this here. So now on this pair, we can see that it's likely that price will drop from this point in this coming week. It's likely that price will drop down. But moving down to the 4 hours time frame, let's see what we have there also. So on the 4 hours time frame, we also have this key zone here that we must not ignore. We have a key zone here. We have this key zone here. So it's either price drops from here. It's either price drops from this point here, or price drops from this key zone here. Price can decide to continue upward. Price can continue upward to this zone here and decide to drop from this point here. So this is my simple analysis on GBP/AUD for this coming week. But let's also not ignore this key zone here also. We also have another key zone here. We also have another key zone here. So we must not overlook this zone here also. The next pair is also GBP/NZD. That's the Great Britain pound and the New Zealand dollar. So now on this pair, we can see that market is bearish also. But in the previous week, we saw some upward movement. That's a retracement. We have this key zone here. We have this beautiful key zone here. And we also have another key zone here also. We also have another key zone here. So I'm bearish on GBP/NZD. Moving down to the 4 hours time frame. I want to see price do this. I want to see price retest this zone here. Then we can look for buying confirmed candles here. Or we need to study the behavior of price at this zone here. Then we buy up to this point here. And when price gets to this zone here, we study the behavior of price here. Then we look for selling confirming candles. Then we sell GBP/NZD for this coming week. So this is my simple analysis for GBP/NZD. Our next pair or asset we'll be looking at is Bitcoin. So now on Bitcoin, we can see that during the past weeks, Bitcoin has been very bullish. And now looking at the current market structure, we can see that Bitcoin is in a ranging market now. Bitcoin is ranging, so we have this key zone here. We have this key zone here. Then we also have another key zone here on Bitcoin. We also have another key zone here. So we can see that price is between this zone. Price is ranging between these two zones here. So we can see that. So moving down to the 4 hours time frame. On the 4 hours time frame right now, I don't know the current movement of Bitcoin, whether Bitcoin will be going up or down. So now looking at this, we can trade within the range. But it will be very, very dangerous. So we can just trade within the range here. We can just trade within this zone here. But in case price breaks downward, we can wait for a retest to this zone here, then a downward continuation. Or in case price breaks the range upwards. In case price breaks upward also, we can wait for a retest on a lower time frame on this zone here. Then we see price continuing upward. So this is my simple analysis, and this is what I have for you on Bitcoin. Guys, our last pair we'll be looking at is gold. So on gold, we can see that gold was bullish and we saw a retracement. That's the bearish move here, which is here. So it's likely that gold can do what? Retest. Gold can just retest this trend line here. It can respect this trend line here, then continue upward. If gold breaks this trend line downward, then it's likely that we have to continue down on gold. So let's move down to the 4 hour time frame and see what we have on gold. So moving down to the 4 hours time frame, we have this on gold. We have this key zone here on gold. We have this beautiful key zone here. We have this beautiful key zone here. So we want to see this happening on gold. We want to see gold drop down to this key level here. Now if gold drops down to this key level here, or the trend line, we are going to have another zone here also. We are going to have another zone here also, which is here. So now I want to see gold do this. I want to see gold do something like this. Gold breaking this key zone here upward and retested this zone here. Then we look for buying confirmed candles on this zone. Then we continue upward. So this is my simple analysis on gold. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you find this video valuable, make sure you hit the like button. And if you have any question, you can do well to ask in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer all your questions. And you can also join my Telegram channel where I drop free Forex signals and setups. The link is in the description box below. You can tap on the link and join my Telegram channel. Peace.